Okay, we are back with some more of this. Still nearing the climax. I feel like I've been saying that for the past like 18 bajillion episodes. But you know what? It's because we are. It's the truth. It's always been the truth. Technically, every single time I say it, we are nearing the end. So I haven't been wrong yet, and I'm still not. So with that all being said, let's jump into it. She struggles through the sea of tainted meat. Yeah, I hate that sentence so much. The lake isn't even a meter deep. Chunks of flesh carp at the bottom, so she only sinks up to her knees. Jeez, this is too disgusting. She grumbles as she breathes hard. Every step brings a chill, as if she's treading on piles of insects. If she stops moving, the taint on her skin begins to solidify and consume her. Jeez, damn it. She shakes it off with all her might and keeps going. It is almost impossible to keep wadding through the rottenness while she's keeping her sanity. After this, she should not even be scared of butchering cattle at the slaughterhouse. Slaughtering a cow would be simple now. So she's getting used to this work now. She is so tense that she'll stop moving when she stops treating this as work. But at least there's no mental damage this way. But she cannot endure it with just willpower. Her temperature rises with each step. The meat on her legs attacks her nerves instantly. Even if she flings it off, the poison has already entered her system. Curses. The malice is almost tangible, and it feels like a disease. One will get sick when touched by it. It taints the nerves, takes away energy, boils the brain, and kills within one step. A normal person would stop moving after 2 steps and would fall into the sea of decay. She does not know what would happen after that. She doesn't even want to consider whether she would be suffocated or be absorbed by the poisoned flesh. Her mind is too overcome with heat to even think about it. Man. She braces her staggering feet and keeps moving. I don't know where knees came into that sentence. Reen did not enter the pool of mud without a plan. She swallowed 2 jewels and is using all of the magical energy. She swallowed 2 jewels? Aren't those things like the size of pebbles? Oh my gosh. And all of the magical energy she saved up to defend herself. If this curse is a crystallization of pure magical energy, she should be able to repel it with a strong magical attack of her own. This is bad. Her vision wavers. Her guess was right, but her scale was off. The swallowed jewels are as good as a paper shield against the curse. This is not something a human can fight against. No human can ward off this curse. And here, one's belief in oneself is the only support of their life. Jeez, jumping into a sea of fire is colder than this. With her jewel's protection, jumping into the sea of fire would be no problem. As soon as she complains, she gets angry at herself and sets her mind straight. It's not true. She cannot be complaining. She concentrates on the sounds behind her. She cannot see the 2 anymore. She doesn't know if Shiro moved the battleground away or if he's just cornered. Either way, it seems the fight has gone to the compound. Just a little bit more. I'll finish this quickly, so... She runs. It's only as fast as walking, but she frantically moves her feet. She pushes her way through the tainted meat. Her breathing ragged, she reaches out. Got it! She climbs up. She can feel the mountain of meat. Oh, it seems better here. She lays on the pulsing ground. This feels even nastier, but the heat violating her nerves goes away. Wait, could this be... She puts her finger on the red ground. It is the same as the black mud, but it has form. It is something that should not exist in this world. Something that came out of the Holy Grail and took form using magical energy. Servants. This is exactly like the servants. She murmurs in blank amazement. She tries to think this could mean. She tries to think what this could mean, but then stops herself. This isn't the time. There is only one thing she must do right now. All right, I'm rested. I'm going to find Shinji and get out of here. She gets up and runs along the top of the mountain of meat. It is an island about 50 meters wide. She could not tell before, but this lumpy meat is intertwined. Found him! Within it all, Mato Shinji is there, hidden amongst the flesh. I repel the oncoming swords. There are over 10 noble phantasms, and every one of them has been released to destroy me. I throw away the destroyed sword and prepare for the next attack. I catch my breath in an instant. I can't project with ragged breath, and I'll just be skewered if I don't have a weapon. This battle is not a battle against him. This is a battle against my body. I will die once the speed and precision of my projection goes down. There's no time to rest. In response to his voice, a straight sword points at me. The loaded noble phantasm is released at fatal speed. Ah, that was such a terrible read. I'm so sorry, guys. Trace. Unable to deflect the full impact, I fall to the ground. I quickly roll to the side and get up, steadying myself. What is wrong? Your quality is going down. You cannot even call it a replica if it'll break in one blow. He laughs. He's obviously enjoying this. There's no way for me to defend myself if he releases all of the noble phantasms behind him. But he releases them one by one, as if to test how much I can take. But that's what's keeping me alive right now. It's too hard to project a weapon after seeing it, even with Tosaka's backup. I can only imitate the shape. I can't construct the ability inside of it, so it gets destroyed with one blow. Why did he say that? He said I'm the only one who can beat him. But this is all I can do. I can't rush at him after I block his attack. I'll need at least 2 weapons, but I'm having trouble projecting 1 weapon, so it's impossible for me to project 2 at once. What? So you're just talk, faker? He must have liked seeing me roll around as he looks delighted. I catch my breath. It's fine as long as he's enjoying this. There's still a chance for me to win. Trace, on. I look within myself, a limited circuit. I mentally lay out as many blueprints as I can. I can see 17 noble phantasms behind him. I read the structure from his appearance, draw out the concept of creation, select the composition material. I vomit blood. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What? I clicked it one time and then it skipped ahead. I thought the visual novel itself was doing that, but no. It's because I'm putting multiple blueprints inside a circuit that usually handles 1 or 2. My nerves are bruised since I started projection, and my body is being destroyed from within. My throat tries to pump out the blood that is filling my stomach. Ew. Possession, experience, sympathy complete. I swallow it and continue with the process. Kansho and Bakuya cannot block his noble phantasms. Archer should be able to with his technique, but I don't have that much skill. There's only one way for me to block the noble phantasms. I need to offset them with the same exact ones. I still have enough magical energy. There's enough supply from Tosaka. But the circuit to channel is about to break. The end is near. When he gets serious, I have to project the same number of noble phantasms as him to stay alive. But my body will die if I project that many. Roll out. Bullet. Clear. I save the overflowing images. The overflowing swords are the ones that will pierce me from within. Miyashiro will be pierced from within if the circuits cannot be controlled. Oh, you made a lot this time. 10, 15, 17. I see. You reproduced all the noble phantasms you can see. What? Do not take me lightly. What sort of hero would I be if I could not see through a magus? I can easily tell how many spells you are working on. His words are unexpected. The king of hero that possesses thousands of noble phantasms can figure out my magic just by looking at me? Then I shall grade them. Well, I will not allow one of them to stay in this world, no matter how good they may be. Gilgamesh raises his hand. My reaction is delayed. His swords caught my attention, creating a hopeless delay. The 17 noble phantasms are released. King's treasure. A fraction of them charge in, as if to tell me playtime is over. Freeze out. Sword bullet full open. My body wavers. The swords shooting forward and the swords created from within me crash and shake the surroundings. I can't block all of them. Even if I project 17 noble phantasms, I can only give form to them one at a time. Even if I can form them in succession, I am no match for him, as he can release all of them at once. You're holding well with your fragile works. We should not be able to last more than a few more blows. Come on, you need to hurry or you will die. I hear him laughing behind the swords. 12 more noble phantasms. But you sure are foolish. You know you cannot beat me, so you try to regain the Holy Grail. That decision is correct. You are not even a match for me. My fingertips are burning. The magical energy I emit and the heat from the crashing noble phantasms burn my fingertips mercilessly. 7 more noble phantasms. But then why not just kill Shinji? It is a sure way to stop the Holy Grail. I'm sure you two had a way to kill him without going across that mud. Such hypocrisy to save him, as expected from a lowlife. It's burning out. My circuit is completely burning off. I don't have enough. I can't match this man with a small circuit. Damn, why? Why can't I block them? He said I can beat him, so why am I not even a match? Does that mean I'm making a mistake? 3 more noble phantasms. Will my body last until I block them? No, I should be thinking about the difference between my projection and Archer's. Huh? All senses freeze at that instant. I don't even pay heed to the 3 approaching blades. The golden servant is taking out a sword. A strange sword. My mind burns up the instant I see it. You said this will save the girl. You said you'll save the girl, right? He laughs while the sword roars. I eliminate the 3 remaining blueprints in my circuit and concentrate on reading his sword, but I can't read it. I was able to read every sword, but I can't even read that sword's structure. Then show me. Show me what you can say with your imitations. Oh my gosh, he's using it already? What? A storm of chaos. The wind emitted from his sword even blows away his own noble phantasms as it comes at me. My mind is still blank. I can't come up with any countermeasures, so I just release the remaining magical energy within me. Let us. And the swordsman readies his sword. The only stance for the man who does not have a stance. A fatal technique that cuts his enemy by simultaneously executing blows from different angles. She has experienced the move before. The previous one only had an arc to surround his enemy and a vertical slash. That is why she was able to avoid it and live up to this day. But the real technique has 3 slashes. A circular slash and a vertical slash, and probably a horizontal one that cuts anyone that escapes sideways. There is nowhere to run if the 3 attacks are executed all at once. Once in range, the other 2 attacks will cut you even if one is blocked. One cannot escape sideways, and the longsword will reach out even if one retreats. Demonic technique, Tsubami Gaishi. A godly technique that even surpasses the servants. The ultimate attack, perfected by an anonymous swordsman using all his life. The longsword trembles. His body moves with one step. The distance to attack Saber. Prison-like arcs are executed from a range that does not allow any defense. Saber does not use her holy sword. She cannot use her noble phantasm at this range. No matter how fast Saber may be, Assassin Tsubami Gaishi is many times faster. Her neck will be cut the instant she puts magical energy into her sword. Therefore, her only weapon is pure technique. The blade begins its arc. She feels despair from its precision and speed. Such an attack. How much training was needed to get this far? Fear is the only thing on her mind. It cannot be blocked. This technique is a technique of carnage that challenges gods with a mere human skill. Only God would be able to block it. She gulps. There's a flash as small as a grain of sand. She does not think about what it is, nor if it is correct. She risks everything as she has on her instinct. She charges at her victory with all her might. What did the fictional swordsman think of that? Silver armor passes through the gap beside his arm, the opening between the swordsman's left arm and his waist. Saber must have figured out that small opening is the blind spot of the technique. Even though the attack still chips off her armor, Saber curls up and flies through the opening. An exquisite skill that is only possible with her precognition, her great instinct. She was able to predict the true Tsubami Gaishi since she experienced it once. But that is not the surprising part. It is her determination that kept her alive. She trusted her insight and put all her power into the slight opening. She shook off the fear that she would be slashed if she was even a moment late and charged into the small opening. Therefore, her determination is the strength that defeated the demonic technique. But the match isn't over yet. Even though Tsubami Gaishi was avoided, her enemy is right beside her, and she charged in with speed quicker than the attack. It is not easy to recover her stance from such a charge. The longsword strikes. The attack is the quickest, even if it may not be as quick as the demonic technique. But her attack is a bit quicker than his. Ooh. Oh, let's go. That's sick. What a cool image, dude. Oh, that's so cool. He closes his mouth. He shuts his lips tight and tenses up so that he will not fall down. Blood from his lungs fills his mouth, but he swallows it so that it will not spill out. The golden-haired girl is below him. The way of the swordsman does not allow him to dirty her with his blood. Saber does not say anything. Her golden hair flutters down to the ground. It is a wonder that her head is still attached. It is a miracle that her limbs are still attached. She felt that her body would be slashed the instant she went into that opening. That was the only difference. The longsword. The swordsman techniques would not have stayed invincible if his longsword had not been bent. Oofs. The air is shaking. Another battle is still going on behind the mountain gate. Unsure of what to say, Saber looks up at the dying swordsman. To that? Go. The swordsman tells her without looking at her. How much meaning was contained in that word? Saber pulls out her sword and runs up the stairs. She does not turn back to the swordsman. She runs to fulfill her role. I thought she was a beautiful bird, but she turned out to be a lion. He murmurs as if that was to be expected. She avoided something that even a sparrow could not avoid, so she cannot be something that is admired. I was confident in my skills to see through women. I guess I need more training in that as well. The swordman complains with a shrug. His elegant clothing has lost its color already. His stomach is pierced, and his blood-stained feet are vague. He looks down at them and sits. The branches shake. The wind coming down from the top of the mountain rustles the forest. And when the flowers scatter, the wind stops and the moon darkens. The swordsman has disappeared without trace, as if his existence was just an illusion. All right, and I think that's a great place to end. We are definitely ending this within the next 3 episodes. Maybe. Potentially. I don't know. My current plan for it right now is probably just the fight between these two in the next episode. And then just basically taking out the Holy Grail, kind of falling action stuff. And then basically the rest of the story in the 3rd episode. I think we only have 3 more left after this. That's really exciting. I can't wait. So yeah, with that all being said, I will see all of you beautiful people in the next one. Bye-bye.